Third quarter of this Division II game, second round. The Sacramento Suns and the Portland Steelheads. The Steelheads lead 21-12. Brian Barish alongside Aaron Tomaselli, and we are underway here from the Davis Soccer Complex in suburban Sacramento. And
taken down in the middle, it's going to be a ball up.
Yep.
Right in the middle of the square here.
What is Sacramento, Aaron? What do they have to do here? They pretty much have to stay with whatever it is and get the ball forward and switch the field, as we were saying.
Absolutely. If they replicate what they did in the last quarter and get a couple of goals quick, then they should be back in this game and in for a chance to win it.
Long kick sent forward by the Suns as they're on the front foot here. That one is dropped. Hellwig couldn't get to it. It's punched out. Picked up by Mason, couldn't handle it cleanly. Going for the handball and swung and missed. Almost looked like a play the ball in rugby league almost, but in fact it'll be a ball up. Lee Barnes, one of the two umpires alongside Jonathan Mills. And I'll tell you what, you think it's rough playing. Imagine umpiring in this, especially because you got to run the field. That should have been kicking in danger, and it is.
It's going to be a second and a 50 here. They're going to put it into their forward 15. If they can hit some of their big men, that would be ideal.
Dennis gave up the free kick to Aaron Gray, who sends that one inside. Crash Boom Opera came through, and then going after it is one of the Suns players. Bashing his way through is Campbell. It comes the Tyabji. He's like a magician. The checky. But it bounds away. Kept in play, however. And then that could have been pushed in the back. It wasn't. And then here they come out of the back. Long handball back for Boyce. Boyce throws that one onto the right. It'll drop in front. It clean bowls the man in Jared Kay. And then stayed with it. Warden wraps up his man. David is in there. Wagoner pitchforked it out of there nicely. Paddled on by Warden, who was tackled without the football.
Pushing the back there by Warden here to have a
Greg
and he's
Kittle.
bringing it forward 25, I think.
Yep. Greg Kettle gave up the free kick. Matt Warden, I'll tell you what, he's been around them a long time. I know he's given you guys a bunch of headaches too up in Seattle.
He's a handy player, and I'm not sure if he has the leg here. He might try and find someone at the top of the goal square, but I think he'll have a go anyway.
Gorilla says he's on the edge of his reality. Well, that's going to come pretty damn close. That's a beautiful kick, and Matt Warden is through for a behind. First score of the game, it goes to Portland, 3-4-22. It's a 10-point lead, 2 straight 12 Sacramento out. We get set. Oh!
Almost a brilliant screamer.
Almost in horseshoes, hand grenades, in Australian football. Except not when it came to that. All right, boundary throw in, 50 meters out. Goes up high. So does Wilhelm. Ball comes to ground. They work it to Anderson. Anderson throws that one onto the right. It's got a little bit of carry. Wilhelm in a one-on-one. Pony able to get his fingertips to it, and he's able to keep the play alive for Kim. Handballs it in. That was a dangerous handball. Wilhelm turns for goal, and it's gone behind the stick for another behind. 3-5-23 for Portland. It's a 11-point lead. 2 straight 12 for the Suns. And right now it's kind of going back to what we saw in the beginning of the game, Aaron, where the Suns are really on the back foot. Portland's starting to push up a little bit more.
Yeah, this seems to definitely be the goal scoring end. Both teams have really taken advantage of that so far.
I wish I knew which direction that was, because then I could say that's towards the Pacific Ocean. And that was a nice mark over the top. So here's the kick, down the middle of the ground, juggled and taken by Coyle. So here is Coyle, who in the middle of the ground goes back, has a kick, up over the top, another flyer by Boyce. That's going to get called back.
It's going to be a Suns free kick. I think it was in the back there on that pack. But
how could you see anything with all those bodies flying all over the place?
Yeah, it's a tough call to make.
So out to the near side they come in front of Tyabji. It'll roll, it'll skip, it'll bounce it out of bounds. Tyabji is fast, but he wasn't that fast. And we'll have a boundary throw it. Now I'm interested as someone who has come over from Australia. Saleh Tyabji has played for the USA Revolution. I would like to get your thoughts about that, the fact that we have a national team made up of all American players.
It's absolutely fantastic, Brian, to see the game spreading to other countries, and I know there are heaps of other countries that don't normally play footy with national teams as well. So it's great to see that so many people around the world are enjoying this game.
Speaking of which, Martin Coventry, who's the assistant coach of the women's team, is in there for Portland. Here come the Steelheads again. It bounces away. Wilhelm couldn't control it. Kim could, however. Kim goes around the side, but he didn't square himself out that much. It's going to go out on the full, as that was closer to Lake Tahoe than it was the goal. Free kick from the left back pocket.
So shanked kick there, but Kim's he's been really electric this half. And he's won this game. He's won a lot of contested balls, and his speed is a real weapon for the Steelheads.
He's had a lot of touches today. Towel out of the back, or check that. That was Simmons out of the back. They're both wearing the head covering, but I think as the ball goes out of bounds, Simmons has the chic look. I think a little bit. He looks like he's in the desert. And I'll tell you what, with these temperatures, it's not terribly far off. Ball comes spinning back in the play once again. And that one is knocked down, controlled, and over to get it. One of the Suns players. Yep. Good job by Boyce to get in there. Boyce starting to get up about after a relatively quiet second quarter.
That's 60 out from goal for Portland. We'll see where this ball ends up after the throw-in. Ball up, I should say.
Yep. Ball comes in the air. Wilhelm knocks it down. Shoved out of the way there. Anderson did a good job. And David, that's down the field of play.
Good save.
Almost out in the full there, but he managed to keep it in. It's going to be a throw in here on about halfway down the field.
As the beautiful flowing locks of Alex Jessup sends it back into play. The ball comes out of bounds. The third runner-up in the Marwan Fellini look-alike contest. And we'll see him again on camera as he sets the throw in. The man who was the MVP of the Division III Grand Final.
And general at the back, Alex.
Yes, he is. And him and DePina, between those two, man, you got a really good through the back. Oh!
Saw a bit of candy there.
Yes!
It's along, but it's only as far as Sacramento.
I'll have some junior mints, Marto, as it is picked off by Tao. Oh, he left his M&Ms on the floor. Wilhelm takes a nice mark. Tyabji came in a split second too late.
Come on,
the mark.
Stalin! You let Pony do that to you?
There's Max. Here we go. Here is Max DePina, your teammate with Seattle, and also their teammates both in the Revolution, giving him some stick. We'll head back in the other direction, over the top. It's picked up. A great job as Campbell turns out one for a goal. Colby Campbell. Ooh, and it just stayed in play for a minute, but goes out of bounds.
Beautiful bounce, but a nice little shimmy there to get free.
That takes them on. That's their first score in a while. 2-1-13. Hey, it's only a 12-point game. It's back 3-5-23 for Portland. It's only what is that? It's only I don't know. I can't do math.
I can't see the board.
I can't see the board because we have three people standing in front of it.
Said 9.
9. Thank you.
2 kicks, really.
Or as Rex Hunt used to say, a goal and a half. Long kick up the far side. He also used to say Scheisenhausen, among other things. And now he'll kick that one forward. It goes down. Going over to get it there is the man, Ian 47, who is, I knew his name before, but it's 47 is what he's wearing on his back. And now he'll kick it out to the far side, collected by Matt Warden. Turns with it to the inside, one-on-one contest, and there marking it again is the Sheik and Toby Simmons. Goes out to the near side for Tyabji. Goes into the middle of the ground. He had nobody around him.
Mason's on it here. Mason's going to kick up the wing. Played a good game so far, Mason. Up to Wilhelm. He's relatively low. And we've got a quick short kick to Kim here, and he's probably going to center it. It's a tough angle. Oh, it's a nice kick.
Pretty good kick. Knocked down in front. Loose ball. Warden.
They've just snuck the goal in there.
They have. Matt Warden has kicked the goal. He was like a porta potty. He was Johnny on the spot. Goal to the Portland Steelheads. That takes them on to 4-5-29. It's now a 16-point lead. 2-1, 13 or 15-point lead. Maths, Brian. It's 29-13. I was right the first time. Thank you.
Great passage of play there from Portland, Brian, as they work the ball down the wing and eventually into the centre for a quick shot at goal.
And that's also the crumbing comes into play, especially now. I was a full forward when I played, and that's the thing is that you have one of those parachute balls just drop in. It's kind of a free for all.
That's exactly right.
Three-quarter time. It's Portland 4-5-29 leading Sacramento 13. Oh God, 2-13. It's a 16-point lead. We're going to step aside. I'm going to have a lobotomy to kind of sort everything out, and we'll be back with the fourth quarter. You're watching the 2018 USAFL Western Regional Championships here on USAFL.com.